Hi guys, you may have seen my video about Plexus preferred customers and think I'm a little nuts because I know a lot of ambassadors in the company train that there's really no purpose for customers. Instead, you should just really make everyone ambassadors because it's only $35 to sign up, etc. But I wanted to make an argument about that. Not an argument, but I wanted to make a point about that and just sort of maybe get people to thinking, especially some of the leading ambassadors. I thought I was sort of doing the math on it, and if you go back and watch my video about preferred customers and how much I love them, that explains a lot of that. But I wanted to make a valid point about when we turn someone into an ambassador that should really remain a preferred customer, because sometimes they don't remain qualified, therefore they're not worth 5 points even to themselves, much less, they're not worth anything to anyone, is basically my point. So my thought on that is, since for every ambassador that does remain qualified but only sells the minimum, that is one more person that you have to divide by in order to determine how much a pay point is worth. So I was thinking, I know that there have been times in the company when the pay point was worth $5 or so. And I thought, now what would make the huge difference? Well, the rumor I heard was that the pay point was worth $5 when Accelerator first came out. Well, that makes sense because sales would have gone higher, or maybe it was when Slim first came out, but I think it was when Accelerator first came out. Either way, it would have made sense because there was a new, really remarkable product, and sales were higher that month per ambassador. That made the pay point. That's exactly what the definition of how you divide to get the value of a pay point. So I started thinking, what would make everyone's check increase dramatically? One, if pay points were worth more. Two, if every ambassador was making commission of 25%. Now, the way to get both of those things to happen at the same time is to have every ambassador on your team to shoot for a goal of $500 or more in personal volume. Now, just think about that. That's going to make their check for commissions go up by 10%, from 15 to 25%. And that's also going to make the pay point higher for every ambassador that shoots for 500 in personal volume rather than 100 in personal volume. Now, that's a pretty simple thing to do, because you know we all have people on our team that we've turned into ambassadors that really, if we think about it, it would make more sense if they had just remained a preferred customer. For example, they don't add any value to the team in team building. They sometimes don't stay qualified themselves. And actually, if they were on 2 or 3 of the products, they would be worth more to you in commission plus the preferred customer bonus than they would be as a quasi-active or sometimes active ambassador if they're not building a team. Does that make sense? I think I'm going to have Jetty put pen to paper and see exactly what that actually does amount to. Like, for every ambassador, if you think about it, for every ambassador that only sells or uses $100 in product, it does nothing for the pay point. It just gives you one more person to divide by. But for every ambassador, if every ambassador was shooting for, or at least the leaders were teaching and coaching and training to shoot for $500 or more in personal volume so that you would get your 25% in commission, that would make the pay point skyrocket. Just a thought. Have a good day.